Heads up to this wonderful little 5-minute quickie. It's a 5-minute quickie with a challenge. There you go. My challenge to you from me. And I've got my own personal challenge with it too. Have a listen. I think you'll find it excellent.
Warning. 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 You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, welcome back to the PDU, the 5-minute podcast, a 5-minute quickie. And I want to follow on from the longer podcast, 109, 110, hey. And all about choosing how we behave and choosing how we feel. Now, both of those podcasts talked about that you did have the choice. You do have the choice. And gave you various exercises to do or things just to look at and go through, like going through previous memories and understanding intentions and how you could do things better. Now, each one of those was not really complicated, was it? The steps weren't complicated. In fact, they were pretty simple. And just because they're simple doesn't mean they're any less valued. In fact, I think they're even more valued. As we say here, in simplicity, there's genius. And so that's what the whole ethos, I think, of the PDU is, to break the complicated things down into simple steps. Simple steps that you get the most benefit out of, the biggest return on your investment. And I did think, though, how come even when we break down these steps into nice little baby steps with simple instructions, that we don't always get the best results? And I'm not just talking about you, I'm talking about me as well. And then I was listening to somebody, as I do, and they said something like this. It's not just about doing the baby steps, but when you're doing something like baby steps, do them well. In fact, excel in every one. And I thought to myself, well, that is so bloody obvious, isn't it? If you're going to do something, do it really well. In fact, excel. And then I thought to myself, that's so bloody obvious, Cluffy. So how many times do you do things without the intention of excelling in each and every step? And I know that there are some things that I just go through the motions with. So I know what I'm going to be doing if maybe I'm modeling something or listening for something and I'm trying to get a process out and I know the way to do it because that's what I do, and I get my Jenny journal out and I start mind mapping. But do I sit down and go, do you know what? I want to do the best I can. Now I know intellectually you'd say, well, we always want to do the best we can. Well, if that was the case, why don't we? Have there been times when you haven't, when you've looked back, gone, do you know what, I could have done better? If only I just put a little bit more effort into it, a little bit more focus, a little bit more intention. And I think that's the whole point, that just by putting a little bit more intention, and then the attention goes where the intention flows, or attention flows where intention goes, something like that. Either way, it's very true. And I think we could really excel and do well just by stopping for a moment. You know, we talked about pausing a long time ago, but just pausing a second or two and understanding what we'd like to do. And I thought to myself while I was writing a few notes about this, you know, we talk about just exceeding by 1%. So if we just do 1% better than you thought you could, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? But I thought to myself, you know, when do I ever really just set my intention? Now, I know I do it when I do my trainings, because that's a biggie for me, and I've got to not perform as in like an actor, darling, but I have to perform to be my best so I can help give the message of what I'm trying to teach. So I do have a ritual for that. I also, when I'm working with my clients, have a similar ritual. And I just ask myself the question, what would it be like? What would it be like to use all my skills, all my NLP, all my hypnosis, everything I've learned, consciously, unconsciously, not just intellectually, all the things I know to help, and I say the client's name, to achieve their goals and more, and do it even quicker and have more fun than we can both stand, as it were, and continue to learn and do it all within a period of time. I wonder what that would be like. And guess what? I've set my intention. I can forget about it, and I just know in my heart I'm going to have a great session with that client. And I also know in my heart that we're going to get the result. So I thought to myself, that was a bit of a slurp. So I thought to myself, where else can we apply this? If it's not just a baby steps to those exercises, on 109, 110, or whatever podcast we've done, because each one has a little how-to. Where else could we use this type of philosophy of doing things well? In fact, excelling in every little baby step. And then I thought to myself, well, where couldn't you use this thing? Going to see your mates. And I want to excel at being a friend. I want to excel at making them feel good. I want to excel in having a good time and making everyone else feel comfortable. Maybe in a relationship, and you just had that little thought, I'm meeting X, or we're going to have some tea together, or I'm cooking a nice meal. What would it be like if I just excelled? Maybe did my real best. Now, my best may not be what everyone thinks is the best, but it would be my best, and I can learn from that. And that to me is awesome. So that's my challenge. And it's also my challenge to you. So maybe you're going to revisit some of those old podcasts. I'm certainly going to revisit them and talk about them again, because there's some great stuff in there. And get another perspective on it and keep moving it forward. But my challenge to you is, just have a think before you do anything. Just think, what would it be like to excel at this thing I'm about to do, or this with this person I'm going to meet, or in this meeting, or in this, and break everything down into baby steps and just say, what would it be like if I can do my very best, do it really well, and do it, in fact, to excellence, to excel. And my God, if we did that, and we're going to have a go, I'm going to have a real go. I've got one or two things I'm going to challenge us all on, by the way, soon. And it's going to be like my personal challenge, and I want you to come on my little adventure of personal challenges very soon. Just see. Notice the difference, because here's the thing, and here's the real bonus of this, and this is the real why this is important. Once you start to do this, for one thing, you will excel, and you'll do better than you ever would have done without doing it. Another thing is going to become a habit. You're going to be creating an unconscious habit to do your best, to pull in all the resources you can find, all the resources inside, outside you, and literally excel in everything you do, even when you're not doing it consciously. You'll just look back over the day and go, bloody hell, Cluffy, you did well at that, and you did better than you thought. Wow, I can't. You'll continue to learn, but you're setting up a new habit, a habit of being the best you. And what do we say when we show up? We want to show up being our best selves, the best version of us right now. So that's your challenge for the moment. Here's another challenge, because the music's going to come in now. My challenge to you is, if you just enjoyed this little bit, or any of those other podcasts, please do share it. Take a moment of time. Take some time to do this really well, to excel in sharing this podcast. So let's build this personal development unplugged community, the family of you, me, and our friends, and make sure that we make a difference to this world. Let's encourage people with their dreams. Let's notice we can help them if they're so-called failures. We can see that they just weren't ready, but now we can give them the information to be ready. And we can just make sure we're there to support them by just being the change you want to see in them. And that was all come from sharing. Hey, and also remember, maybe if you just like to subscribe, get this thing on your whatever thing you hear it on, Get it on a Wednesday, get it on a Saturday without even having to do anything to search for it. I'll be here to speak with you then. And a lovely review, as always. And remember, what I'm going to say next. The hypnosis tracks. paulcloughonline.com/podcast. There you go. Sign in, get all those lovely hypnosis tracks and more secrets more. And have a look around that website as well, because it's the only thing I put out there for sale. And there's some really good programs. You really will enjoy them. So have a little look. There's more than you can imagine. Okay, so until next time, this is Paul from Personal Development Unplugged. Let's go.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.